Welcome back to the Cruz Brothers React. It's been a long road.
My name's Johnny.
You're pissing me off.
And this is my brother Chris. And we're here to watch the season finale of Demon Slayer. And this, like we were saying before we started recording, is probably going to lead into the movie. We've been informed that the movie does continue from the season finale. So,
bro, don't even say that because I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I read it somewhere or somebody told me something.
I mean, it has to be, bro. We already got teased in the last episode. They were on a train. The movie's name is called Infinite Train. Bro, come on.
The way I see it, if that is the case and that is true, the way they left us on that cliffhanger last episode, I'm expecting this episode to be a setup for the movie. Pretty much. This whole last episode for the finale has to be a setup for the movie. So we'll see what happens. If it does correlate with the movie, then it's confirmed that the movie literally is canon.
Yeah, if the movie is really that canon and this is the only continuation, the only way to see the continuation of the Demon Slayer series, I don't know if we're ever gonna put that on YouTube, but 100% we are gonna be reacting to the movie on our Patreon for our $4 pledge. If you want to go check that out, be my guest. We do those timer based, so it's gonna be, there's gonna be a timer on the screen. You're gonna have to sync it up in another tab, do it that way. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know, man. It's gonna be weird, like having that gap if they do continue it episodically, but we'll see. But for now, here's the end of season 1, man. Let's get into it. And no intro this time. New mission.
This is it.
This is gonna be the mission, bro.
A few months earlier.
Yo, this is definitely movie material right here.
What the fuck? Shit, I'm not supposed to say.
Shut up.
Yo, this shit is hot.
God damn, did we just get thrown into the movie?
This was months earlier, but look at this animation. Lower
one. Did you see that comment where they explained the tears?
No.
Real quick, let me just
lower
pause it.
2.
Okay, holy shit, bro. Okay, so they do it 1 through 6. There's 6 lowers and then 6 highers.
Okay.
So that's how it is.
Okay.
So these are the lower ones. Yeah. And these are like the high ranking lower ones.
They're part of the 12. They're obviously, no joke.
Yo, what is
this is some
scary
shit.
Ass shit right now.
Yo, no, seriously, I can't wait for
this
movie.
Animation. Yo, the movie's gonna be
like,
hot.
My bro, you know how good the animation is. Imagine the movie, bro. Seriously.
I know, yo. Oh my god. Is this like a meeting?
Lord 5 is dead, bro.
Yeah, they don't know. What is happening? Is this guy new? Is this why he's reacting this way? Who's that? Yo, who are these people?
Yeah, she looked like... Yo, she looked like... Is that him?
That's him?
I was just about to say, he has her eyes.
Yeah.
She has his eyes.
Over a century? Yo, the top 6 for the higher
haven't changed for the...
Okay. Yo, that is scary. He's just reading his mind. He's like, screwed how? Yo, what in God's name?
It's like some Resident Evil demon shit
For
right
real.
here, bro.
This... Yo, this is such an intense scene. I can't believe we're getting this right now. We're losing all the lower moons. They're just done. We didn't even get to see them fight.
One of these guys must have potential. It's this guy, bro. He's dead.
Damn, yo.
Never mind, he's dead. But holy shit, look at
Look
this.
how fast he is. Who's gonna catch? He's just gonna catch him?
He's gonna give him the blood.
Oh yeah, there
He's the
we go.
one worth it.
That's all he needed to say? That weird ass shit that he just said? This is destiny, yo. He's the only one who can do it. Look at this kid. Happy as hell.
Yo, it's him. Out of the whole time we didn't see this motherfucker.
What do you mean? Is
In
that
the final selection.
Oh, right. Damn, you noticed him that quick?
Nasty.
Look how bigger he is. What the fuck? Damn, yo, he been working out.
She's in love.
That hardcore ass scene. Shit zoomed in mad fast. Doesn't hear the swish noise. Damn, they're all being tested. Oh shit, they're all on equal terms now.
Stop playing with my boy Zenetsu, bro.
That's what I wanted to see.
He's been training. Uh-oh.
Shut up, yo. Oh my god. We're about to get arrested. Yo, what is this, bro? Like, this is some civilization shit they never, like, interact with. It's weird. Here's the opening song.
Damn,
This is
bro,
where they put
it's
it.
over. Demon Slayer.
Oh, you idiot.
I love Demon Slayer.
Bro, you know how much money they probably made from this show? That they're gonna make from this show? They're in debt right now, I heard, but... Oh, no, don't give us the recap. Oh, man. The first episode was no joke, yo.
Look at this show that we just watched, man.
It's so stupid. So look at this show we just watched.
Damn, what a beautiful first season.
Yeah,
and they
seriously.
did it so right to still have so much more to tell.
Yeah.
Like
I was about to say that. If you think about it, there wasn't too much that happened this season.
Exactly.
But
didn't
it
go
was so
too
good.
into everything, but there's still so much more to fucking go by. Oh shit, he's on the train.
Yo, oh no.
Who the
There he is. Yo, this shit is gonna be hot. Why are they making it so hype like this? God damn, they're hyping this shit up, man. I want to see this movie now.
I want to see this trailer, honestly. I want to see what
Yo, we're about to watch.
with.
Yo, we're watching the trailer right after this, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. This show is deserving of a movie credit scene like this. They did this in the first episode too.
Just
where
like
they
I
ended it
predicted,
this.
that was definitely a setup for the movie. That shit was hot.
Damn, bro. Crazy.
Wow, man.
The Infinity Train arc. The
telling you,
film
it's a whole-
adaptation greenlit. Damn, they announced it here. That's crazy.
What do you mean?
They said.
What do you mean?
It's greenlit, dumbass. That means they announced it here at the end of this episode. This is when they first learned about this. Film adaptation greenlit. So then everyone got notified that there was a film. That last episode just told them, shit is hot, bro. I like, oh man, they did some good work here. Holy shit.
Damn, that shit was so hot, bro.
Oh man.
And it's crazy the hype level too, because like any other anime could have did this, right? And it would have been fresh, it would have been new. But not any anime did this. Demon Slayer did this shit where they have a whole season of fucking amazing ass animation to the point where it gets you so hype, and then to release a movie for the next arc, it just gives the hypeness level another level. You know, people are just gonna want to see this movie just because of this beautiful animation we just got in this freaking season 1.
I wonder what scale this movie's gonna be on. You know, some movies like this don't hit theaters. I wonder if this is gonna hit theaters like worldwide. No idea. If it does come to, you know, other countries, they're probably gonna show it in the dubbed version.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be like one in the theaters around here.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think so either.
It's not as big, you know. It just came out, you know. But nonetheless, I know that shit's gonna be hot, and it still definitely deserves probably to be in a movie theater with the shots that I just saw. Honestly, in that last episode. There, that was a freaking animation of an anime. I mean, my brother, I guess, feels like some of those scenes in there were literally adapted straight from the film or something, or not that, but like just the animation in general, like it was movie animation.
It was it was definitely movie quality. Yeah. Like the some of the shots like look so good, like the 3D rendering and whatever the fuck they're doing. I don't know what it's called specifically, bro. I don't work with this type of stuff, but a lot of the shots made it feel like it was actually some real world camera movements. Like it was crazy. So if that's what we have to expect from the movie, this shit is gonna be a 10 out of 10 for us, man.
And mad hype too with the freaking flame guy in the train too. Like,
oh yeah,
he's the one that is supposedly the one who is gonna teach Tanjiro the ways of some type of flame or fire breathing or something, you know.
Or he's gonna tell him what the difference
not
is.
teach him, but he's gonna educate him.
Yeah.
On the actual backstory and history of the movie.
Bro, it's so cool, bro. I feel like they need to do this type of stuff more often, where they just set up for a movie like this that like gets canon. Like I don't know, man. That's exciting to me. I don't know. Maybe it's not the most profitable way of doing it, but that shit was hot, man.
I don't know, man. I think they're doing it right, bro. No anime has ever done this before. I don't think where they literally made a film adaptation for a whole arc.
Sure there have been anime like that. I think I remember some.
Might be, but like nowhere near this hype.
Not on this level. Definitely not. This was done so perfectly, in my opinion.
That shit was just crazy to see the whole scene where Muzan and his whole like lower 6, because that shit was crazy.
That was an intimidating scene.
We literally just, because we were confused about the whole ranking system until probably like last episode or this episode or whenever my brother somebody confirmed it for us, like how the rankings went. We just kind of figure out that there's like lower 6, and then they literally all just get obliterated. So that's crazy.
Never got to see them fight like crazy.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to know like what was going on in like the creator's head when he was writing this. Like there is a manga, right? There's a manga for all this. Oh, never mind.
Whatever.
I was just thinking of something like it's crazy. Like what if they just cut out all these other lower 6 just to make this movie and focus on this one character? Like I don't know.
Well, at the end of the day, they set up for some good shit, because all the stuff they were giving us and the information they were giving us about how the upper 6 have been the upper 6 for centuries or whatever, how long he said, so they've never changed, and then he's talking about the lower 6 have been constantly replaced, so they're not even worth being there anymore. So he literally obliterates them all, and on top of that, they get rid of the lower 6, right? But then at the same time, they leave one and give him more strength to make for a main villain for the next movie. Like that shit is so hot, because then we still have this whole thing that can happen with the upper 12, the Muzan, everything else that is going to be in the future for season 3.
Like that's
3,
what
probably.
This is so cool about the movie. The movie has canon elements, but it's still going to leave more for the show to expand upon with the higher 12. We're going to focus on this one lower 12 for the movie, and I'm guessing that's going to be the premise of it. But when the show comes back, there's mad more stuff that needs to happen. So I don't know, it just fits together so perfectly. It's like if the manga did come first, did the guy writing this shit like plan this out? Like he was like, yo, this is gonna be a movie, so I'm gonna make it feel like a movie setup. So what the hell?
I don't know. I don't think so because obviously the manga's written before the anime comes out or the movie or whatever. So, well, I mean, it could have been his idea from the beginning when the anime first came out, but who knows?
It has to be because like the lower six. This was not an idea made by like the animators. It couldn't have been, or like the the people behind the show. Mm-hmm. It couldn't have been because the lower six. There's no way that they're not a part of the main canon. They just cut them out because one of the big fights here was with the lower five, and he was just taken out. Like, and then everyone else was taken out. This was done by the writer, which has to be. That's crazy, bro. This guy's nice.
10 out of 10 season all the way through. Every fucking episode was a banger. They gave us comedy and as well in a lot of those episodes too. Like, It was some good stuff. Like, some of the comedy was a little like over the top, cliche type shit, you know. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it still felt like I was watching like one of those cartoons when you're little, like Tom and Jerry or like fucking like just stupid little things that happen as like an actual cartoon, you know, scenes like that. They had a lot of those moments with the comedy.
I guess that's kind of how anime does it. Like they have cartoonish humor a lot of times, and then there's like serious stuff going on too.
Exactly, and it was just like a lot of it was good, you know. But like I said, some of it was over the top, but most of it was just like really good. So
for like anime tropes, it was done good. I guess is the best way we can describe it. But yeah.
But everything else is fucking amazing. Storyline, characters, fucking...
Such a unique story, bro.
Holy shit. Every character...
Such a unique world. Like...
every character literally had a freaking background story. Like, how do you accomplish that in 20 episodes? You literally give... Like, the motherfucking Boruto gotta take some goddamn notes from this shit. The motherfuckers take 300 episodes to give backstories to everybody and think. I mean, to be fair, they have a lot of characters in the show, right? But damn, like these motherfuckers did this shit in 20-something episodes, and that shit was banger.
Yeah, it's because they focused on a few characters. Boruto has too many characters in it.
Yeah, honestly. True that. Because they didn't focus on everybody, obviously, but they did focus on
and they had
most of the characters that were like relevant to the story or whatever.
Yeah, well, let's not mention Boruto right now, but I'm just saying, man, I do hope they come out with that manga material. When's it coming? But yeah, man, fucking great show. Great show. This is gonna be one of the ones that go down in history.
This is definitely one of my top animes that I've ever seen ever. Like, so for sure.
You think this is very close to the quality of Attack on Titan, in my opinion?
This storyline, I'm gonna say that it has definitely a lot better than 90% of most anime storylines. Yeah. Like, cause there's only a handful of stories in anime that are actually very well written and good. You know, most of anime has like a very basic structure of a storyline. Most anime like has the anime tropes and blah blah, all those types of things.
Yeah.
It's just whether they do it right or not. But Demon Slayer definitely had some of those anime tropes, but they did it right.
Yeah. I will say I still think I like Attack on Titan story better.
Sure, yeah.
But it's three. You got to remember, it's 3 seasons in right now.
Yeah, true that.
But most likely, I think. I don't know. Even after all this stuff happened, Attack on Titan is really good.
That Attack on Titan is like I said, this anime is definitely in my top. I wouldn't put it in my favorite, but definitely in my top 5 for sure.
For real.
Top 3 if anything, bro, because this shit was that good. Seriously.
Yeah, man. Guys, thanks so much for joining us on this journey. We hope that you join us for the movie reaction on our Patreon if you're interested in that. I don't know what we're going to do for the YouTube. Most likely, I feel like this is a movie that you can skip and still like know what's going on. Do you think that's the case?
Bro, at the end of the day, that's it, man. It's gonna be an exclusive for our $4 reaction for our Patreons, because we've always done our movies on there, and this anime happens to be continued in movie version. So if you guys do want to watch our reaction to that Infinite Train arc, you guys can get access to that through our $4 pledge. and you guys will get the full length reaction to the movie reaction, and it's timer based, so you know, if you get the $4 pledge, it'll explain it to you all through there. But if you guys really do want to support us and see us react to that new arc, because guys, let's be real, Demon Slayer was a banger and a half, so I mean, I think that's just definitely something worth watching, because that I can't wait to see that movie, to be honest. So I can't wait to react to it for you guys, and then from there we'll see what happens, because we don't know what's gonna happen in the future of Demon Slayer after that. You know, they might come back in anime form, whatever. Most likely they will. So hopefully they do, because I wouldn't want to see this shit get canceled or stopped, because this shit's good.
Yeah, that's like, damn, bro. Like, I was hearing these stories from our viewers, you know, that this animation studio that's working on it, so like in debt type stuff. So I do, man, if any show's gonna save them, it's gonna be this one. Like, they're putting their heart and soul into this, bro. Like you said, they're fighting for their lives right now. The animation studio.
That's what happens when when you're fighting for your life, bro. You gotta put out the best shit you possibly can put out.
Yeah, yo. But guys, thanks for joining us on the journey. Like I said, again, you can pledge $1 to our Patreon and get access to our entire reaction series of Demon Slayer, in full length. So yeah, good benefits. Like we said, we already mentioned the $4 pledge. So if you want to support us like that, guys, the Patreon link is in the description. We use a lot of the money to invest in stuff for our studio, as you see here. Go back and watch our first video on our YouTube channel. You'll see how much we've improved in quality and production. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, as always, and peace.